In seeking the truth, Martin decided that it was time to have a discussion about indulgences with his colleagues at the university where he taught. The introduction of his theses read,
"Out of a love and zeal for the truth and the desire to bring it to light, the following theses will be discussed. On October 31st, the eve of All Saints' Day, 1517, I posted my 95 theses on the church door of Wittenberg. My theses focused on three main points. Point 1, an objection to spending money on indulgences.
Theses 46. Christians are to be taught, unless they have more money than they need for their own family, they are by no means to squander it on indulgences.
Point 2, a denial that the Pope has authority over purgatory.
Theses 26. It is good that the Pope intercedes for souls in purgatory, but he has no authority over purgatory just because he's the Pope.
Point 3, a consideration for the welfare of sinners.
Theses 36. Every truly repentant Christian has a right to full remission of penalty and guilt, even without indulgences.
His theses was written in Latin, the language used in debates by the faculty. However, some of Luther's followers secretly translated his theses into German, and through the use of the printing press, it circulated throughout Germany within weeks and throughout Christendom within a month.
Do you think I ever expected this? Never.
And surely he didn't expect it to find its way all the way to Rome. The Pope's initial reaction?
Luther is a drunken German. He will feel different when he is sober. He is just a rebel within the ranks.
However, the Pope set into motion a series of events to try and smother this rebellious spark before it became a raging fire.
Martin responds to the Pope with a series of publications that begin rolling off the printing press. They find their way not only to the Pope, but also to ordinary people everywhere.
This new way to communicate enabled me to quickly distribute my responses to the Pope, as well as my sermons and my writings. It would not be unusual to hear one of my printed sermons read out loud in the local pub.
1518. 6 months after posting the 95 Theses, Luther is sent to Heidelberg to represent the Augustinians in a debate on the depravity of man.
He is well received, maybe because there is no mention of the 95 Theses.
The gospel is a theology of the cross, and only when we understand the cross will we understand what Christianity is all about.
June 1520. The Pope issues a formal declaration excommunicating Luther. Is this a surprise to anyone?
He called Luther a wild boar loose in the vineyard.
I received it, read it, and threw it on the fire.
October 1520. The firestorm is beginning to surround Martin. He publishes the Babylon Captivity.
The Bible does not support 7 sacraments, but only 2, baptism and communion.
This is a devastating blow. It blasts away the foundation of the church's exclusive channels of grace.
Oh, and just to stir up a little more trouble, I also accuse the Pope of being the Antichrist.
April 1521, 3.5 years after the 95 Theses and many, many books later, a special meeting is called in Worms, Germany, for a final confrontation with Luther and his heresies. Once again, Rome has to come to Luther.